Oh boy, the devs are listening, and they're listening right. We got updates, people. Good updates. What's going on, guys? Terra coming back at you with another episode. Episode 6 of Subsistence, the game with a lot of S's. In this episode, we're not going to be doing a whole bunch on the base, but we're going to be checking out some of these awesome updates that these devs have put out. A lot of other AAA games need to take note on how these devs work, because these guys are putting in work. Okay, first things first. Yes, they have fixed the logs in this game. Now, when we go up to a tree and we go to chop down the tree, we don't have to pick up logs anymore. They go into our inventory. Oh yeah, this is a good thing. No more picking up logs. This is going to make crafting and building and going about our business a lot easier. Now, what they did change in this is the fact that now instead of having 2 logs make 1 wooden plank, it's going to take 3 logs. I see what they're doing here. They're trying to make sure there's a balance in the crafting system, because if we can go out and we have all these logs, it's going to be faster and easier to pick up. The crafting will go a lot faster. So I see what they're doing with the menu system and the crafting system. I kind of like it. I don't mind. It takes an extra log for a wooden plank. Who cares about that? If you're going to complain about that, stop playing the game. Next, what we're going to talk about is the fact that they updated the textures and the resolutions in the game. They also added a new death camera. Now, supposedly when you die, now it's supposed to take away some of the different HUD elements, some of your heads-up display elements, so that way you can see kind of what was going on. Whatever. You die, you die. I didn't know you needed to see how you died, but usually there's only couple things happening. Now, they also fixed a couple other bugs here and there, which is cool because that means that they're staying on top of things. They fixed like some of the ragdoll effects and whatnot of when your player dies, or things of that nature. Another thing that they did as well is that they increased the shot pattern of the shotgun, which is kind of a useful thing, because at a distance you would see, and I'm not talking a great distance, I'm talking a small distance, you would see that sometimes your shotgun wouldn't do as much damage as you hope it would. So now, when you're up close, or when you're at a medium distance, it does work. It puts in work. Another thing that they had fixed is they had taken the water here. See how we can fill up our flask with water and it comes in as polluted, dirty water. Now, I guess what they had fixed as well in this new update is the fact that now you can take your canteen. Before, you might have noticed on a couple other episodes that when I would take the water canteen and I would put it in my plant bed, it would give the illusion in the sound effect that it was actually feeding the water to the plants, but it actually wasn't. So they put a patch on that, which is going to be very, very useful. Now for the biggest update. They added a new predator. No, I'm not talking some Chris Hansen predator. I'm talking a ruthless, mean, 4-legged creature, sort of like your mother-in-law. We got a cougar, guys. We got a cougar. Now, from what I have been reading, that this cougar, he will see you from a greater distance. He will even see you before you see him. Now, he is not going to come out immediately. You're not going to see this cougar out and about as a regular. It's going to be kind of off in the background, just waiting for that attack. He's always on the prowl. Something prowling around here. Now, with this cougar, he has an increased and heightened senses. That means that he's going to be able to see you and smell you before you even know he's there. He's incredibly fast. You're not going to see him upon your first day or so, but it's been told that you're going to see them after you already have your base and such built. Then you're going to notice them coming around. But it also has been noted that you better be prepared to deal with them, and you better be stocked up. So that's telling me we're going to have some serious business to take care of with these cougars. Now, also, we've got a couple new items in our menu. As you can see right here, we've got rope. That's going to be used in crafting different items as well. Now they've also made it to where you can make metal ingots on your workbench, which what that does is help simplify the entire crafting situation. Then you'd be able to turn around and process your raw materials down into different, like, higher value items. Let's go ahead and throw some food on the fire. Fat rendering down. I think what we're going to need is put a light at our back door, so we're going to need a couple of these wooden planks. Now, as you can see, the wooden planks have been updated. Now it takes 3 logs with the wooden planks. Whatever. It's the little things that we don't sweat. Now let's go over here to our workbench and see what we're looking at for these metal ingots. There we go. So it's going to take 10 iron fragments and 5 copper fragments to make a metal ingot. A metal ingot. Know what I'm doing? And what we're going to do right here is we're going to go put another one of these command centers that are on the wall. We're going to put another one of these back here on that wall at our back door, so that way we got power and such back there, because you can't put a light back there if there's no command center in the area. We only have a tiny vicinity that we are allowed to be able to put stuff and apply things, so we're going to have to put one back there. All right, let's go dump our command center back here so that way we can have some power. There we go. Grab our light bulb out of inventory, which we don't have because we put it on the front door. Go here, craft another light bulb. All right, so now let's go out here and we're gonna check and see if this water works. Now before we'd put our water in there and it wouldn't do anything. It'd make the noise that it was doing something, but it didn't do anything. So now we should be able to drag this in there. Hey, there we go. Gives us 35% on a full canteen of water. So that's good. Now we can have our plants growing just a little faster. Craft another one of these base lights. We'll put it on our back door so we can see. Okay, take our base light, turn around, put it into slot 6, and get the Barracuda. Press number 6, put the base light up, bam, a lamp. There we go, boys and girls, now we got a light. That's also going to allow us to expand back here, to allow us to put more and more items back here. Now you see how when I take down an item, you'll see this blue ring around. That's going to be the area that you're allowed to work in under this command center. That's why we put another command center back there. It's going to allow us to put more lights and such, because we got ourselves a pretty big base going right now. Now, one more thing. If you go into your menu, you're going to see the rope. We talked about this just a minute ago. To craft this, you're going to need 3 cords. You make the cordage out of your fibers. But what else you're going to need is, I'm going to assume that it's pronounced sinew. Sinew is only harvested from the Cougars. So whatever takes that rope, you're gonna have to go get yourself a couple Cougars. No, I'm not talking the ones that you meet at a bar on a Friday night. Actual Cougars. As always, guys, it has been a pleasure. This is a shorter episode. I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about the updates. Episode 7, we're going to continue to build. We're going to start adding on more and make sure this base is indestructible, because I want to go cougar hunting, and I want to start doing some base raiding, and I want us to be raided as well. And that sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? You just want them to be raided, but then you want to raid, and it's like a mutual raiding relationship. Either way. As always, hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, flick on my oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Monetization. As always, thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. And while you're down there, make sure that you hover your mouse over the bell and click that as well. I can do this. Guys, go check out the social media links down in the description below. You want to come help support this channel? Go check out the link to my Patreon. It's $1 a month. Everybody that donates $10 or more a month into my Patreon gets to hop into the personal VIP sections of my Discord. If you want to hop into the Discord and come check it out and come hang out with all of us, the link is in the description below. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next live stream or in the next episode. See, I can't do the peace anymore. I might have to come up with something new.